So they've been talking about Dave Chappelle's special on Netflix, The Dreamer. I thought it was amazing, but some people are saying it wasn't so amazing. In fact, a lot of critics have been coming out the woodwork. They've been taking big, long, stinking dumps on my guy Dave Chappelle. So I got a comment about it. And look, there's Joe Budden. He put out a video. This guy, FD Signifier, put out a video. And they're saying like, Katt Williams stole Dave Chappelle's thunder. So I got a lot to get to. Let's jump into it. First of all, I enjoyed the special. I thought Dave Chappelle did a hell of a job. I laughed at it. I watched it 3 times. For me, if I laugh at your special, it was special. If I don't laugh, it was trash. That's how simple it is. It's very basic. We got Joe Biden all of a sudden becoming like a scientist, looking at jokes all types of ways and shit. He's like trying to decipher. We got FD Signifier like deciphering in his nerdy way and shit. Whatever. You know what's bad is when we got black guys who are so used to black guys being subjected to ridicule by the society, by white folks, being afraid that when a black guy stands up and says, no, I'm gonna tell these jokes anyway. All of a sudden you want to run and hide behind the white people and point over at Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle should be able to make jokes about anybody. He made jokes about black people for 4 years, 3 years. How many years he had a Dave Chappelle show? Several years, couple years. 95% of the jokes were about black people. No one said shit. Now y'all got something to say. So that's my first thing, man. 2 things. First thing, the special, I thought it was funny. Second is, Dave Chappelle should be able to joke about whatever. Dave Chappelle told everyone, he said, look, you got mad I talked about LGBTQ. I ain't got to talk about LGBTQ. I'm going to talk about disabled people. Why? Because he wanted to show how punkish people are. Dave Chappelle has set up the premise long before. He said, people are hypocrites. Everything's funny if it's not happening to you. Okay? That's the whole idea. So he set it up with the handicapped guys in the back, mad because Dave stopped talking about trans, and now he's talking about disabled people. Okay? Differently abled people. And it just shows the hypocrisy of people. How we are really just so jaded. We're so hypocritical. Get what I'm saying? So look, Dave Chappelle should be able to talk about whoever he wants to talk about. Oh, and I got to say this, guys. FD Signifier, for the record, black people can never punch down on any people in this country. Until they start having trans slaves. Yeah, until trans people are slaves in America, we ain't punching down on them. 70% of trans people are white guys. We ain't punching down on them. When they're like 90% black, then that's punching down, maybe. And then it would only be punching sideways. Okay? All right? Got that one, Skipper? Make sure we're clear here. So there ain't no punching down. And it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a ha-ha. Funny, ha-ha-ha. Not personal, ha-ha-ha. Not serious, ha-ha. Not a statement. It's a joke. Also, FD Signifier, because Joe Budden didn't bring this up. Joe, I disagree with him, but he wasn't this corny as FD Signifier with his shit. Look, man, there are a lot of white comedians that make black jokes. I don't know what makes you think there are no black people getting joked on. There's a lot of white comedians, more than just Bill Burr. You don't listen to other white comedians. You don't hear these guys. There's Nick DiPaolo. There's Adam Carolla. There's Joey Diaz. There's Tony Hinchcliffe from the Kill Tony thing. There's Shane Gillis just did a black joke where he's talking to a black comedian, and the black comedian's like, yo, you come to my house, man, I got a very black apartment. And the black guy's like, Shane Gillis is like, what makes it so black? What's in there? He said, well, it's just black. I got black stuff everywhere. You mean like other people's stuff? The joke is, black people steal. Get it? That's a very popular joke. It's been everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You just don't watch it. And also, for the record, and I want you to get this. I want you to think about this because you're a thinking guy. You're a smart guy, Signifier. Put it this way. Black people are so much the joke that you don't even got to make a joke about black people with a punchline because black people are the punchline. What I mean by that is this. A white guy could say, I was walking down the street, it was 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I saw 4 black guys. And everyone was just laughing. All you got to do is make a facial expression. Because black people are a joke. We are the punchline. We've been beat up so much by society that just the existence of us in the story, in the narrative, makes it a joke. Get it? There is no other group that you can replace black people with that you're going to get the same reaction. It's not a joke if you say, I was walking down the street and I saw 4 Jewish guys. They'd be like, well, what kind of Jewish guys are there? Were you trying to get a bank loan? It's not a joke. It's not a punchline. Being black is the setup, and we're the punchline. So until you can come face to face with that reality, you can't even do it with gay people. You can't say, I was walking down the street, it was 2 o'clock in the morning, and I saw 5 gay people. They'd be like, well, how'd you know they were gay? And so what if they were? But see, black people, we're the villains, we're selling drugs, we're shooting guns, we're all these things, all these negative things, all these negative stereotypes make us the joke. So, do me a favor, guy. Stop pretending not to know that, because I know you know that, but still you on this BS about, black men are so homophobic. Nah, black people have been demoralized by this society in a very particular way that has not been done by others. Okay? So we got a very special place. And when those other groups of people want to take our spot as the most ridiculed, the instant punchline, we can switch. Hey, we down for them to be the ones on the bottom. We'll gladly let their women die 3 times the rate of our women giving childbirth. We're down for them to be the mass incarceration statistic of America. We're cool with them to be the bullet catchers from the police ahead of us. Fine, great, let it happen. But until that time happens, FD Signifier, you can't come to us with this nonsense that all of a sudden Dave Chappelle's jokes are endangering trans people. Nah. You know what's endangering trans people? Bullets. Bullets, homelessness, lack of health care, mental health issues, all the same shit that's endangering all of us. And until a comedian on stage pulls out an AR-15 and starts shooting people, don't come to me about how dangerous comedians are. It's more dangerous going to the supermarket. Ask somebody from Buffalo. It's more dangerous for black people to go to the church. Ask the people at the Emmanuel Baptist Church in Charleston, South Carolina. So until then, calm down with the BS. Not going for it. So now back to Joe Budden. Joe Budden, 3 months ago, you released a video that said Dave Chappelle is a genius. Then Dave Chappelle puts out his special, and you're like, Dave Chappelle is no longer a genius. Dave Chappelle fell off. Katt Williams took his thunder. Bruh. First of all, Katt Williams did an excellent job on the podcast. The Shannon Sharpe podcast was amazing. It was 3 hours. It's over 51 million views, close to 52 million views. He broke the internet. But that is not a stand-up comedy routine. That was a tabloid comedy set with also bits of truth and fantasy and interesting. And I watched it 3 times and I loved it. And I covered it and I thought it was amazing. Dope. Shout out to Katt Williams. But Katt Williams is a character, okay? Katt Williams burst on the scene as a character, and he's been a character ever since. Dave Chappelle is a comedian. And also, you can't say Katt Williams is taking the throne from Dave Chappelle. You saying that is crazy. You know why it's crazy? Because in the same podcast where you say Katt Williams overshadows Dave Chappelle, Katt Williams says Dave Chappelle is the GOAT. Yeah, you can't say Katt destroyed Dave Chappelle when Katt don't believe you. Katt's like, hell nah. Dave's the guy. And if Dave ain't the guy, and if Dave is falling off, who's falling on? Yeah, if you're saying Dave Chappelle ain't the best anymore, who's better? See, this is nonsense. You guys coming through, dumping on Dave Chappelle because I get it, you got an audience. You want some views? We all do. Look, everybody's able to be criticized. All people should be able to be criticized. I don't care who they are. Criticize Dave Chappelle, criticize Katt Williams, criticize Earthquake, Corey Holcomb, Bill Burr, all of them. Any comedian should be able to be criticized. Country Wayne, criticize his ass. Don't criticize Kev on stage. He sucks. But criticize everybody else. I'm joking, man. Kev on stage. Nah, he corny, though. He corny. He's like a low-budget Kevin Hart. He's like a more unfunny Kevin Hart. I'm joking, man. Kevin Hart, get that paper. Everybody get your paper. Why I threw that in? I'm going to leave it in. I'm not going to take it out, man. Pause. Here's what I'm saying, guys. Here's what I'm saying. Joe Budden's wrong. I disagree with you, Joe Budden. I do. Dave Chappelle's special was amazing. The beginning joke with Jim Carrey all the way to the end. And when he did this callback to when he got jumped in Hollywood on stage by that homeless dude, you didn't see that joke coming? To what he said about Will Smith and Chris Rock? That was the most unique spin on that whole thing. Thought that was dope. You didn't find that funny? I thought Dave Chappelle's special was amazing. Hell, his trailer. The rolling of the credits part, where they put the little clips together, theatrical at the end with the music playing. His theatrical trailer at the end is better than most comedians' entire stand-up routines. And for the record, why all the smoke for Dave Chappelle and no smoke for the white guys? I know Pete Davidson is like mixed or something. Do you not realize the first 10 minutes of Pete Davidson's stand-up, he's talking about having sex with his mom? For some reason, I'm not hearing people complain about it. No one's threatening to walk out of Netflix. No one's saying he's trying to normalize incest. That was David be everywhere. No, they be talking about it. They wouldn't stop talking about it. How could you be a part of piling on to Dave Chappelle? The best of our time, and you guys want to dump on him. Nah, you need to check yourselves. Katt Williams, no comparison. Katt Williams is a hell of a comedian. He's hella talented. He's got a lot of range. But he came in as a character, and for the most part, he stayed in character. Now we're seeing other parts of Katt, introspective Katt, deep Katt, thoughtful Katt. These are great things. I love them. Amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. Way to go. We love it, Katt. But Dave Chappelle has never relied on that. He's always been a comedian. Both of them are very funny. And any person, any comedian would give their left nut to have their careers. Katt Williams is hugely successful. So is Dave Chappelle. But Dave Chappelle is the best who's done it so far in the last 50 years. And I love a lot of other comedians. I'm not going to go down the list and name them all. But cut the cap. Cut the garbage. FD Signifier, you need to get off the LGBTQ train. Stop caping. Stop defending. Ain't nobody jeopardizing people's lives with jokes. Black people are the joke. We are the butt of jokes. We should be able to make jokes about it whoever we want, and we're going to continue to do so. And if your audience has a problem with that, they can kiss my ass. Joe Budden, you're wrong. Dave Chappelle ain't fell off. If he's fell off, who's fell on? I don't know who. He's still Dave Chappelle. And the dreamer. And also, let me add this. Part of the reason why you guys could criticize Dave is because he's so damn good. He's so damn good. He's competing against himself. That's how fucking good Dave Chappelle is. When you are ready to go, he's the Michael Jordan of comedy. So it's hard. The guy put up 50 points. You're like, damn, he put up 50 points with sticks and stones. So now he puts up 35 with a triple-double. You're like, yo, first of all, what's up with Dave? Dave Chappelle, they put it up like he knew to put it down. Joe, calm down. You put it down. So the podcast, like Parks was right. I agree with Parks. I speak up. I don't know what you said. Did I even comment on this? Come on, guys. Come on. What's up? I don't remember anybody speaking up and saying the truth. Dave Chappelle was funny as hell. He's been funny. His comedy special was funny. Period. Disabled jokes were funny. And the whole setup to do those jokes, hilarious. Fucking hilarious. No one's above a joke. We should all be able to be made fun of, and when nobody is above criticism. And if you don't like Dave Chappelle before this video, feel free to continue not liking him. My job is not to convince you to like him. My job was to share my opinion about the critiques about his latest stand-up. Katt Williams had an amazing moment. He ain't gonna be able to do that again. He broke the internet. He broke the internet. He got Dave Chappelle numbers on YouTube. I'm pretty sure Dave Chappelle does those numbers, those 50 million numbers, he does them on Netflix. Every special. It is what it is. Instead of comparing those two to each other, you should compare those two to whoever else is out there. How about that shit? Compare that. Yeah. All right, that's all I got. No disrespect, but pull your head out your asses on this one, Joe Budden. Put your head out your ass there, FD Signifier. All right. I'm Tim Black. This has been another edition of Calling It Out with Tim Black. Follow me for more content. And I'll see you on the next one.